There is a big correlation between water and energy, and how some people believe that water helps create more energy in the environment, which, in my opinion, I do agree some sort. Once water is plentiful, it can be used for many different reasons. You can grow food with it. Humans need it in order to survive. Plants need it, or all organisms need water to be able to survive. And another important thing about reviewing this video is that people need to be really educated on when discussing the topics of water and energy. The biggest priority for all companies so far has been trying to get the cleanest water possible for their people. Nobody likes contaminated water, and the problem with it, when there's all kinds of water, you get contaminants and chemicals, and it is difficult to treat at times, and it is hard to purify. Water has also caused many conversations within societies about how much to use. People have to prioritize the amount of water being used for, say, a house, for bill purposes. People also have different views on how water should be used, and not just continuously, and some people believe that it should just be for certain periods of time. When the people and water and goods all flow together, it creates a trust and relationships in the environment, and it allows for all of these topics and these factors to benefit off one another. You can't have you can't have all the other goods and the proceeds without water, because water runs with everything. And throughout the history, many different bigger cities, such as London and these other cities, New York, have found troubling obstacles when it comes to getting the amount of water they need. So they have all developed new systems, water lines, and drill practices to be able to access as much water as they possibly can. The scientific advancements of these has allowed for scientists and geologists to look into places where there might not be water, but the equipment and technology allows them to be able to dig to where the most efficient water places are. And a lot of this is because of the weather too. In drier areas, you have more droughts, and therefore you do not get as much water. But the heavier, more densely populated areas that receive tons of rain, especially the cities along the major rivers, the Mississippi, the Missouri, all those, and the ocean side, and the different gulfs and lakes, all of that water is purified to help support the community or county with which is it associated with. In the early economy in the United States, people did not understand how big of a topic water was, and how deeply it affected the economy in a good way. It has caused many different companies and logos and projects to be able to surplus and rise because of the amount of water that was there that was being used. And throughout history, there have been different logging mills and places to get lumber yards to be able to created to be able to do their job because of the access of more water. Water allows these companies to be able to treat the wood whichever way they want to, and therefore they can give the customers a product that easily satisfies them and is sustainable in the environment as well. There have been many different processes and equipment with timing and turbines and stations and things like this that require a lot of water to be able to be used to create what they are doing. Station towers for hydraulic companies and such need to have water to be able to burn it. That way they can create the heat that is needed for them, and that way they can access it to all their buildings and financial purposes for whatever is going on at the time. This allows for a more safer scientific community, and the reservoirs and all these lakes that are being built is doing nothing but benefit and help the sustainability and the stability of the environment and the communities as a whole.